Hey, yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy, Evan, one half of MF Pearl. We got the other half sitting behind the camera making sure that we rolling. We got David back there.
Hey everyone.
Yes, sir. And you know what it is, man. Volume 2, live at MFHQ. Disclaimer. Live at MFHQ is in fact not recorded live and is actually a pre-recorded program. This episode contains sexually explicit content, so feel free to do what you wish with that information. If you could be so kind of like, follow, and subscribe from me. We go a very long way. New episodes every Wednesday. Now back to the show. Yo. You know what it is, dog. Every single time, we're gonna run it the same way. So we've been appreciating all the support. We're filming this ahead of time, but the show will have already passed and everything like that. So we just want to thank everybody that pulled up to Against the Grain. It was a really good 5-year celebration. I'm predicting all this shit right now. I'm like manifesting it in this format, but we go get it. So I don't want to get I can't obviously like fake details or whatever. So we just want to thank everybody for the support beforehand. Thank you to everybody that's already purchased tickets and yada, yada, yada. We hope you guys have a good time. We hope you guys had a good time. But as always, thank you guys for showing love on all of our platforms. Make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel so you guys can keep up with more midnight sessions and more episodes of MFHQ. If you guys are listening to this on Spotify, Apple Pod, Amazon Music, or of course YouTube as well, make sure that you guys show love how you can. Make sure you guys like the videos. Make sure you guys like the episodes on the platforms. Make sure you guys share it, rate it, follow us on the IG. That's where all of our content is. We're still trying to grow on other stuff. We got other ideas brewing up, but as of right now, at MF Pearl IG, at MFHQ Live IG, hit us up there. That's where we're at. But let's get back into the episode, dog. Today, we got one of my motherfucking dogs in the building, straight up. It ain't every day we got a dog in the building. It's it's legends only, dog. It's legends only, man. Him and his dog. I don't like to say names, of course, at first. In the intro, I like to lead up to it. But him and his dog, they pull up. We've been mentioning it a lot. A lot of the people that we've known, a lot of their impact and a lot of their time of growth usually came around the 2020 year. And these guys pulled up around that time as well. Kind of just taking the city by storm real quick during this age with just like a revitalization of disco. And they came through. They started getting featured around the city. And then over the next couple of years, they just started to go ahead and perform more and more, all the way leading up to being able to have opportunities to travel for like mini tours, to go ahead and have a series of shows across Texas. And just the whole way, I've even had opportunities to perform with these guys. And just throughout the whole way, it's these guys who taught me the word chops. And ever since then, when I think chops, I think of these dudes. Whenever I think of musicians that just got it down. And what I'm really excited to learn about today is the next chapter of their journey in music, and we're gonna get into that. So without further ado, like I said, we got my dog, one half of Coco Butter, Benny Coco. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. I love that intro. That was dope.
Yeah. One of the cleaner ones.
Thanks for stopping by. I'd love to be here, man. It's chill.
Hell yeah.
You guys.
What's up, Benny, man? How you been, bro?
Good, man. Been chilling. Yeah, man. Just been doing my thing,
Yeah.
So I guess as far as the band goes, we've been not playing as many shows as often just because we're relocating, I guess,
Yeah.
We're switching up, and as you can see, my other half isn't here, my boy Jay.
Yeah.
But yeah, he moved out to Austin, Texas, and I'm moving out there next week, and we're gonna continue the journey. This is kind of like one of the last El Paso things we're gonna do, I guess, as far as the band goes.
Yeah.
Here on this podcast. So thank you for having me. Right before I dip on such short notice. So
No, not even, man. We had planned it early too, so we were gonna make sure we get it in.
Dope.
Yeah, dude. I guess we could start there a bit, and then we can go ahead and jump around the timeline a bit. But I guess just really quick for context, around when did Jay head out? Was it about a year ago?
About, yeah, a little less, almost a year actually. But yeah, he had an opportunity to go, and like he's a teacher out there right now. He's a music teacher, and That's pretty dope. I'm honestly super proud of that guy.
Hell yeah.
He stuck to it, and like he's doing his thing. But I also love the fact that he's still so invested in us too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he is going hard, and he wants to. He doesn't want it to end. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I think that us going out there and linking back up, not that we haven't been working this time, but it has been slow. Like, obviously we don't play as many shows, like last year we did play, we played the Craft Beer Fest last year. He came to town, and then I went to Austin to play a few shows too. But we're working on stuff, you know what I mean? We've got like new sounds that we've been, trying to perfect. We're kind of switching up the way that we're finishing our songs and producing and stuff like that. So we're kind of learning, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Learning to do it differently, different producer. We're not going to the same studio, so it should be cool. And I think that it's gonna not necessarily redefine our sound, but it's gonna sharpen us up.
Yeah. I feel that because, like, especially within music, there's so many different ways to approach it. So, sharpening your sound, sharpening your sword, even. I feel like the same concept can be said about becoming a well-rounded musician. I think the only way to do that is to be able to experiment with different personalities within music.
Yeah.
When you said the way you're ending songs,
Editing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of the back end. Not the back end, but like the production of the music is the process, I should say.
Yeah, like we're actually just trying to take things into our own hands more, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And try and push out our stuff without, we're trying to get all the production done.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to just be better producers, and we want to be producers essentially at the end of the day, and not just produce ourselves, but to get to the point where we can produce other artists that are coming up and work with other producers that we love, love to listen to and love to learn from and stuff like that. So,
like, for example, a vocalist coming up to you and being like, "Yo, would you guys be able to cook up an instrumental for me," sort of thing?
Yeah,
something like that.
It's crazy because we do get asked these kinds of questions all the time,
Yeah.
And I would love to be working with all these people, you know what I mean? But I want to be ready. Like, when someone asks, boom, let's hit the studio. Like, let's do it. You know what I mean? And I think us just working on it, practicing it, and just getting better, we'll be able to tackle any kind of genre. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm super excited, just being able to learn by doing my own thing, like my own art is you fail, you succeed, and you just learn from how you did it before,
Yeah. Right now, like, genuinely, what genres do you feel most comfortable in when it comes to producing music in?
I mean, I guess I know what we like, so I know how, our favorite, artists and, in relation to our genre,
Yeah.
how they like to do things, and I go based off them. So I feel more comfortable doing our own stuff right now, you know what I mean? But I would love for someone to, want me to make them a hip hop beat or something like that. You know what I mean?
Some smokes.
Yeah.
Please.
So
Yo, hold on. I in my intro I said disco, but how do you describe your
that's right. I'm assuming
your pool of genres?
I'm assuming they knew what my band was right now. Well, I'm such an asshole, right?
No, you can give an introduction to Coco Butter.
Okay, yeah. So it's like disco, It's like I call it psychedelic disco, I like to describe it like if the Bee Gees made music in present day, that's what it would sound like Coco Butter.
Yeah.
Benny Coco and Jay Butter.
Yes, sir. That's how we do it. I just wanted to make sure that, because I just wanted to make sure I covered all the genres. I know sometimes people will be like, "Oh, it's disco, it's this, and this," but I think psychedelic disco is the combo that you like to go with.
Yeah, psychedelic disco. There's some influences of some funk, some pop.
Yeah, for sure.
I like some R&B style vocals every now and then, but for the most part, I would say psychedelic disco. If you're
Yeah.
gonna look it up somewhere, that's what it's gonna say.
That's where it's gonna be at in the vinyl store.
Exactly.
um, yo, so let's talk about the last year when it comes to trying to make music. What is the difference? I mean, obviously, besides, no, let's not frame it like that. Let's go ahead and say, um, what have been some of the, I guess, the biggest hurdles, of trying to go ahead and produce music with somebody that you're not in the same room with. Is that something that, you know, would would you say like that's put a big halt for the year on Coco Butter, or do you think you guys have found a way to maneuver through it?
I think it has put a little bit of a halt, just because we were both trying to adjust to being without each other, first of all, and adjusting to new schedules. Like, he's on a completely different job than he was here, and so am I. Like,
Yeah.
back when he was living here, at the time, we were both working in the bars, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And now we're not. We're working like completely different stuff. We're getting used to our stuff. And, um, yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, I miss the guy.
Yeah, yeah.
It has been hard adjusting, but as far as the creative part, I think that we still have the same. That's why me and Jay have always worked together and been together all this time, because we always have the same vibe of like, we like this, we don't like this. It's never like we're butting heads with something. Even if there's maybe a disagreement on a certain sound or a certain part, like, nah, that's not cool. Like, it's like we trust each other's judgment on our music and our creative side, especially if it's something that he brought to me. It's like, damn, like, I like that. We can use this. We can use this. And then if I bring something to him, like, it's the same thing. Like, he trusts me the way that I trust him when it comes to, creating. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I don't think that it's. I think as we've grown, as we've gotten older, like, our taste has just gotten a little more refined too. So I think that we still have, you know, a good sense of how we like to, make our music sound. The only thing that's been hard is, the time. Like, we'll send this way, and then we'll listen, like, okay, well, let's see what we can do with this. And then, a couple days later, maybe the next week, and then we'll start hearing from it again, as opposed to if we're sitting in the same room, that could have been added right there in 5 minutes. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing that's really like, it is hard. That's why essentially, like, yeah, like, I'm down to move, bro. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, we've been wanting to go to Austin. We've been talking about it, and I think that it's just a smart move for us to always be, working.
Yeah. Okay. Let's segue into that a bit. Because you've had a few opportunities to perform in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
So, what have been the differences in your experience of a El Paso show versus an Austin show? And I guess what of those differences? Which ones get you excited about heading over to Austin? Are they different experiences?
Yeah. So here in El Paso, um, I love all the shows that we've played because we have had a lot of support since we've started. And the main reason is because we obviously know people here. Like, we grew up here, this is like hometown. So people that are going to support us are going to show up to our shows. They tell their friends, they start coming, like, that's how we started here. You know what I mean? Like, simple. Over there, it was like, we went to go play a show. We don't know anybody there, but there were still people there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like if you're going to play a show here in El Paso and you don't know anybody, you're not going to get anybody to go to a show. Does that make sense?
Mm.
Over there, people are just out looking to look for things like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's just a different demographic over there completely, And I love El Paso, you know what I mean? Like, El Paso's home, but it's very, yeah, it doesn't have the same
It's like
music scene.
the intent is different. The crowd's intent in El Paso is different than the crowd's intent in Austin.
Yeah.
Because in Austin, they just want to explore, while in El Paso, it's to support a homie.
Yeah, exactly, for sure.
The curiosity element's not there.
And I think
it's a support element, but not so much a curiosity element.
And that's what I love about here is like the support is great, you know, because like it's a very family oriented place, like a very dope place to grow up and a dope place to live, you know what I mean? And so when people are family oriented, they're obviously going to be supporting each other, even if it's friends, like, you know what I mean? Like we met a few years ago, and like we became homies, and now we're always trying to work together to support, you know what I mean? And I think that's dope, you know? So I think that that's a big difference, but, you know, like I said, you know, I love the outcome of both, because here I think that we've grown a huge relationship with a lot of different people because of our music, you know what I mean? And I think that that's super special to us, and El Paso will always be home no matter what, you know? Like this will always be the first place where, you know, we sold out shows, and, you know, we filmed our music videos and did our first photo shoots, you know what I mean? Like, and yeah, you know, with everybody. And that means a lot to me, you know? So I'm just I am sad, you know, that I'm going to be leaving, but I think that it's a pretty, you know, important chapter in our life that's coming up next. And I think that from what I told you, like how David said, the intent is different over there. I think that we can reach a demographic that can really help us out as far as, you know, publicity goes.
Is it a different rush having those two different types of crowds, like the rush here versus the rush over there?
Nah, I wouldn't say so. Like honestly, for me, once I start playing, it's like it's kind of the same no matter where it is. Like I don't know.
Just flow state.
I feel the most comfortable when I'm playing, you know? Like I don't really pay attention to who's even there. Even if it's like, you know, if I know them, you know what I mean? Like it kind of just disappears. Like it's weird, you know?
That's cool.
Yeah, like there's been shows that we've played where it's a big stage and it's like, "Oh yeah, you know, this is cool," but it just feels like if I'm, you know, practicing in the garage getting ready to play, you know? Just because it's like it just feels at home, you know?
Shit, nah, I get nervous as shit before a show.
Yeah?
Yeah. You remember Battle of the Bands? I was nervous as hell,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I can't hit the slope.
We were just like, you're good, bro. Take it easy.
Yeah, you were ready. You guys are ready to go, man.
Yeah, dude.
That flow state's crazy. Is that? Would you say it's absolutely natural? Or the first time you came out as Benny Coco to the crowd, were you a little nervous at first?
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, the first times are always nervous, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It's like I don't want to compare myself to, you know, superstars or anything, but you know how sometimes people say like, oh, you know, it's like they have like an alter ego or something takes over them, like they just, you know, it's almost like that, you know. You just feel like damn, you just hit it and then you walk off stage and you're back to normal, you know?
I get what you're talking about, bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a good way to put it, man.
Does it switch that easy, like from on and off?
Turning it on, not as much. No, you know what? It's because even when you get off, sometimes you still have that high, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It just depends on, you know, the party that's happening afterwards, I guess, you know?
Hell yeah. Yo, what are you guys', I guess, what you're moving in a week. So what is your first, like, what's your guys' first initial plan of attack? Is there something that you guys are trying to record, or is there a certain level of like, no, let's just try to get shows right now. Let's just try to fucking perform and establish ourselves here. We'll record in a couple months, or like, what's your guys' first go-to at the moment? Have you guys talked about that?
We haven't necessarily talked about it, but from the stuff that we've been sending back and forth to each other, like I want to finish, you know, a few songs that we've been working on and kind of work on a new set before we start playing, you know?
True.
Because at the same time, too, we haven't, you know, jammed in a few months now. So I wouldn't want to just hop into it, you know? Mm-hmm. I want to, you know, get a set down, redefine it, add a few things, release something, maybe start playing shows for the summer. And a goal of mine would be maybe to get on a festival at the end of the year or early next year, something like that.
ACL.
Yeah, I would love to get on ACO,
Sick.
Yeah. Even if we play, first band, 11 a.m., like, just get me on the stage, That's all I want.
And then just get off and hit the scrooms.
Yep.
Hit the scrooms.
Just have a good time, get sunburnt,
Yeah.
Were you there at this past one?
Did I go? No.
Oh man, that was a nice one.
Yeah?
Yeah. Kendrick.
Oh, yes. I went the year before. It was pretty dope. The Chili Peppers were
We
there.
bumped into you.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
that's
true.
right. Hell
Oh,
yeah.
damn. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Our paths realign all the time.
Always, bro. Always, man. So, oh man, where was I gonna go with that real quick? Oh yes, making a set. I wanted to ask you about that. When you say making a new set, I know that you guys are essentially thinking of like a whole new like core set of songs, essentially, plus with like some different things that probably rotate.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're talking about, or like?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a set essentially means like, yo, for the next few months, this is more or less what we're gonna be playing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, the set will change, every now and then or whatever, but yeah. Maybe they haven't heard us as much in Austin, but
So you
I
might
kind of
throw
want to
in
change
some of
it up.
the. You might throw in some of the ones that we've been hearing.
Oh
the
yeah,
last couple
definitely.
years.
Like all of our favorites, we're gonna keep on there. We're just,
Swimming in Your Lovin'?
of course,
Oh, yeah.
of course. Yeah, that's personally Swimming in Your Lovin' is my favorite one to sing. I like to
Oh
sing
man,
that
I
one.
love
the
that
best.
one. Dude.
Yeah, I think it just, I don't know, just
I like that one. That's my favorite one of the midnight that we did.
yeah,
That's my favorite one.
yeah, same. That one was the midnight performance of that song is one of my favorite performances that I've done.
So
on that
good,
song.
dude.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys were all flow state.
It's crazy because it was like one of the first times that we had even played it live,
Damn.
And so like now it's like, damn, sometimes I wish I could do it the way I did it there. And it's like I played it so many times I can't even do it again,
Lightning in the bottle.
Yeah. Yeah, straight up.
We captured it though.
Yeah.
MFPro.com.
Yeah.
It's there.
Go find it.
It's there, man. Dude, yeah, that was such a good experience to meet you during that first time, man.
Yeah.
And just all the other different times that we've been able to play together. Play together, go to different Coco Butter shows. Cause I was about to jump in real quick, and if you said that there was a different magic at an Austin show, I'd be like, they ain't got nobody in an Igor costume just jamming out to your shit.
Yeah.
Like, I know you remember them Halloween shows, dog.
Yeah, the Halloween shows were lit, bro.
Shit, bro.
Honestly, shout out to Mona straight up because all the shows at Mona were tight, and they brought us the most love.
It's a good venue.
Hell yeah.
I don't want to just call it a bar. I want to call it a venue.
A venue, yeah,
Give
for
it that
sure.
respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, good tacos too. Shout out Mona. It ain't sponsored by Mona, but shout out Mona.
Yeah.
You guys got a chance to go on a tour?
It wasn't a
Little
tour.
series
We
of
did South by Southwest. So we played a couple shows during South by Southwest last year.
Mhm.
And it was dope. It was dope. I think that the second time around, we played another couple shows like in the fall time last year.
Mhm.
And I think we had more crowd there. Not going to lie. But, I mean, I think that it's understandable because during South by Southwest, there's a lot of bigger artists there. People are going to see all these bigger artists. Like, we were just, essentially almost like locals there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So the second time around, it's a show that we were playing with, it's kind of our show with like other people that we're opening with. So it was a little more like people were there for the show to see that one band, for that night. Because South by is so packed, and there's so many different people coming and going. So it was a great experience there. But I think that we got some more love this past fall that we went. If I'm being honest.
Man, South by. That EPK helped it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. The EPK is what got us in.
What do you mean? Like
we essentially needed to have the EPK to even...
Just like as a formality?
Yeah.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah, dude. You get to Austin in about a week. You guys start working around. What is it that like you want Austin to sort of launch pad you into? Is it I would assume like you wanted to like send you off into just like the rest of the world to just present your music.
Yeah.
How do you see the timeline of that happening? Do you feel like there's a certain, I don't know, viral big show that you're gonna have to get paired up with a big artist that's coming into town? Like, how do you envision the steps, some of the steps towards that?
I think like how David said, if we could essentially get on ACL, that would be super
Do you
legit.
think that's one of the earliest steps in this new chapter?
I would want to,
Yeah. Okay.
for sure. And um, getting big shows for sure. How you said, big artists opening up for big artists, something that's similar to us that's gonna hit an audience that is gonna like to hear us. I think that choosing your shows is super important. Like you can't just be hopping on anything. Like as far as the genre just switching up so much. At least that's what I've felt. Here. You kind of want to hit your demographic. What are you going for? Who do you want to listen to?
Yeah. Who do you outside of the music? How are you feeling about like moving? Because is this the first time that you're moving out of the city?
I've lived out of the city before, like with my family, but never like on my own.
Yeah.
I'm not tripping too hard. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not very nervous.
You going with Jay or you got on your own?
I'm like to live with him. Nah, he's living with our other boy. I'm going with my girl.
True.
But we actually are gonna live in the same apartment complex.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be chill.
Yeah, I feel you.
But nah, man. Like I'm not nervous at all. Like I am gonna miss my friends and family and stuff. But for the most part, since I have lived out of El Paso, I've lived away from my family before. The only person that I've never been away from is my mom.
Okay.
So that's the one that's gonna be like hard. But other than that, man, like my brother has lived in Austin for
So you've been there enough?
forever. Like so.
You won't feel like a fish out of water in Austin?
Yeah, nah. Like
feel
I do have family there too.
Oh, okay, true.
Yeah,
true,
like
true.
I have uncles and cousins.
You're gonna have
and
like
stuff.
the nice blend of a very curious music scene, people that are gonna go and find you just off of just wanting to explore. Plus, you have like a very core group of people that can still support because you have a lot of homies in Austin too at this point, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to think so. Hopefully they'll hit me up when I'm out there.
Shit. Hey, yo, dog. I'm in your town. What's up? What's the move?
Yeah, dude. Straight up, hit me up, bro.
Oh yeah, all the time. Every October.
I know, right? ACL.
Every October for ACL.
How many have you gone to?
At this point? I know shit at this point. I think like 6 maybe.
Damn,
5 or
I've only
6
been
of
to one.
That was the only one you've been to?
Mhm.
I feel like I saw you at 2 of them.
Nah,
Damn.
I was there in spirit.
True.
I feel like that's why we were tripping out on that last one then, because like I thought it was the second time that we had gotten a chance to see you, so I was like, no way it's happening again.
But maybe we saw each other twice that weekend.
That might have been what it was. You know?
Yeah, we were having fun.
That's wild.
It would make sense if it was the same weekend.
It wouldn't make sense. It felt like an eternity.
Party favors. Now, yeah, man, Austin's a thing that is always on. I think a lot of people's radar in El Paso. I feel like El Paso is like a proxy city of Austin in a way. Like a lot of the people that are in the artistic environment, they I feel like they find themselves wanting to either for a brief moment or they end up committing and they end up finding themselves in Austin or
Yeah.
a city that's very like that.
Yeah.
Or they've at least talked about it at least at one point. So we're no different. Like I feel like I've contemplated on it a lot. And I don't know if David's contemplated on it more or less, possibly more than I have when it comes to like trying to get out there.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's a lot more invitation for like music discovery there. You know what I mean? And
I think art in general,
Yeah.
yeah, and even then, like I'm not big on other. Yeah, I mean you're right, dude. Because like when you go to South by Southwest, it's not just music. It's not even just movies and shit either. It goes as far as like tech and all that different shit.
Yeah.
So they celebrate it all, man, and I feel like sometimes, bro, I just be want to just go over there real quick and just like scratch an itch, reach new ceilings,
Yeah.
get exposed to a lot of different things, man.
A lot of different people. Like a lot of people there aren't from there. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like-
Yeah.
A lot of people there going to school. Like so. They hear you. All right, they go back to their hometown. They're listening to Coco Butter. Like now you got Coco
True,
Butter and
dang.
fucking I don't know.
I don't think I've ever really defined
Yeah.
like my opinion on that the way you're laying it out for me right now, and like it's not something that's like oh, I never thought about it like that. It's just I never thought it. So I'm just thinking like, dude, yeah, you're opening like that's true, dog. Like I always, it's a very vacation city,
Mm,
tourist city in a way, because there's usually a lot of big shit going on there.
yeah.
What other do you feel? I mean, aside from like traveling for tours and like momentary things, is there any other places that you see yourself like ever being like, ah, yeah, I want to fucking go there too.
Like live or go.
Yeah, yeah, live. Fuck yeah. Because like you're if Austin is the launch pad that you need it to be, then you're gonna end up traveling to different places momentarily. But like, do you feel like Austin or slash El Paso is the place that you'd settle down in no matter what, or is there other cities that you'd be curious about too?
I would definitely move. I think Austin is the best move for us musically with the genre that we're doing. You know, because there's obviously other cities that are huge for different things. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I think we can do good there. But if I were to move and it didn't have really, no, I don't want to say if it didn't have anything to do with music because I think that it'd be like a dope music city too, like Seattle. You know,
okay.
I'm sure that they're very. It's been a long time since I've been there, but I feel like it would kind of have the same effect that Austin would. Maybe they're not as big of a music city,
Just wetter
but yeah, you know. But
and with
they're
gum on the wall.
they're yeah. But I think that they have like a pretty wide range of different kinds of people and people that can, help you.
Yeah. What about like a Denver?
I've never thought of that.
What about like okay, hold on. Let's talk about more of like a very just flooded city, like an LA.
Oh
Is
yeah.
that something that you'd be interested in, or do you think that'd be like, I think I'd travel through and pass through as many opportunities as I can, but I can't see myself doing that.
Personally, I think that I would like it. A lot of people say like fuck no, but I mean, I think it's dope,
Yeah.
Like just the vibe. I think that we as a band could fit in, you know?
Yeah. You can open up a couple buttons.
Our style exactly. Our style would fit in. Our like
Yeah. Yeah.
physically, our sound would fit in.
The aura.
Yeah. So I think it'd be cool. I just like what people say it's expensive and stuff. So that would kind of maybe be the only thing that's like, oh well, we'll see. But other than that, I wouldn't mind. It being so crowded. It seems like there's a lot of dope people.
Yeah.
Go see the Lakers play.
Mm-hmm.
What about New York?
Mm,
Ah, see, there's a little bit more thought in that one, huh?
See, the only reason that I think about this one a little bit more is just because, like, I'm not too crazy about the cold,
Oh yeah, true.
So everything else sounds so cool, the food seems good, um, but once it gets to like October,
Yeah.
I don't know, man, like it seems crazy.
No, that's
September,
true.
too.
I hate the cold.
Yeah.
I hate it. That's why I like Texas.
Yeah, like if I were to go like to New York, I would definitely travel like, in the summer or the springtime, but to live there during the winter sounds crazy. Even to get to work sounds like,
Any
sounds
time
like
of the year sounds like a bitch to get to work.
Oh, because of
Nah, that's
traffic.
true.
Yeah.
that's true.
Straight up. I wouldn't live there. I wouldn't live in LA either.
No?
I would go like to San Diego or something real quick.
Oh,
And
okay.
just like venture to LA when I need to.
So yeah, like honestly, I haven't really spent much time in California at all. Like, I guess when I was a little kid, I went to, Disneyland and stuff, but like as an adult, I've only ever gone to Coachella.
Yeah.
I stayed at the festival, so I didn't go anywhere, and then I drove home. So like, I haven't really spent time in California. Yeah,
Just there and back.
Mm,
I guess I brought it up LA because it's a music city. It's a music city and it's very saturated with it. So as much competition as there is, there's a lot of opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's why I brought it up. But
it's a lot of right place, right time. With places like that and Austin, it's like you want to be there playing as much as you can because you never know who's gonna be watching. That's the way I see it.
it's an
because-
opportunistic city.
Yeah.
Outside of the music again, how do you are you a little excited about this as like a new chapter for like your personal life, or are there things that you kind of want to maybe be different about in life when you're on your way over there?
I'm super excited. I think so far, like in my personal life, things are going super good. And I've been, aside from the music, like I've been working on, my physical health, eating good.
Balling up,
Yeah, balling, working out.
breaking ankles.
Yeah,
bro.
straight up.
This guy broke an ankle, dog.
Holy Literally, right?
Yeah.
I did, yeah. It was an accident, but you know,
I wouldn't have
Really
said it
took
was an
it.
accident. Your intention was.
it was my greatest athletic achievement. I like to call it.
Your intention was to create space. So it wasn't an accident.
You're right.
You
You're
created
right.
space.
I created
Facing
space,
someone's leg.
and I hit the shot. Just so you know.
Oh, I
Oh,
wish I was
damn.
there.
It went in.
Bro, I wish
It
I was
went in.
there, dog. I wish I was there, man.
But yeah, that guy was out of work for like 2 months, bro. I feel like a dick, but it's whatever.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, so I have been, trying to, just
Are you trying to keep that consistent when you get there? Or is there a certain like new level that you're trying to reach when you get there as well?
I think I'm gonna stay pretty consistent, and if I could get to another level, I will. I think that I'll be able to be a little more active as far as being outdoors over there. It seems a lot more fun to be outdoors over there. I want to be the guy that like if you want to go hoop, I got the ball. You want to go throw some
Hey,
passes, I
man.
got the ball.
My cousin told me, like, he lives out there. He told me that it's hard for him to find an outdoor basketball court out there.
No way.
Yeah, it's all pickleball courts.
What in the hell are we talking about,
It's
dog?
all pickleball courts. Man. That's
Hell
what he
no.
said, man. That's what he said.
Cancels the
bro.
move.
Dude, straight up.
Jake comes back over here. dog.
Hell no.
Get your ass over here, Jake.
True, yeah, pickleball is huge right now.
You might catch me playing some pickleball by next year,
A
bro.
lot of people convert, bro. A lot of people converted
We had
to
a country
pickleball
club and
players.
shit,
Damn, bro.
But
yeah, continue. I'm sorry.
no, yeah. I think yeah, that's kind of my thing. Like, well, here I joined like the flag football league that we have here, and that's been keeping me outdoors. It's pretty fun. So I kind of want to fight in the league out there. I could join,
Yeah,
something like that. That's just the extracurricular shit I do on the outside of music,
yeah.
I used to play a lot of video games, but when I started, honestly, the reason that I started to, really lock in is just, I don't want to feel like I'm getting old, bro. You know what I mean? I want to physically be capable of anything at all times,
Yeah.
So,
Like, you don't want to be 32 struggling on some shit that's like pretty chill.
yeah. And
I can't ball up, dude. Like, you're always making an excuse because you're just too tired.
yeah, exactly. Like, I don't want to be, wasting my youth, you know what I mean? On video games and, shit like that. No, but don't get me wrong. I still play. I love video games. I'm not shitting on it. I'm not shitting on people that play. I love it. Hit me up. We can play some Apex.
Bro, come on.
But, just me personally, like, I guess in my personal life, a lot of shit went down, I guess, last year that I was like, nah, man, like, I need to lock in, you know what I mean? So, now I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life that I've ever been. Even when I was, younger, like, I feel like I could outrun my 15, 16-year-old self,
Hell yeah.
I feel that way too a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I can.
Oh, this guy was crazy in track back
I'm there
in
behind
high
him. But
college.
that's
too.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of intramural fields, so I'm sure you'll be able to find like some league you can join.
Yeah. I even asked Jay, like, yo, like, when I go up there, you down to join a league with me, He's like, I don't know, man. I don't want to. I'm prone to getting hurt. I'm like, dude, come on. Let's go, man. It's not that bad. It's not that crazy,
All pickleball jokes aside, I mean, there's gonna be a lot of like other shit that's popping off over there too, like that you just don't even do here. I'm not sure how much of a workout it is because a lot of people will just be kicking back with like 30 packs and shit while they do it, but like canoeing and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
There's more lakes out there, and so this is it's a little bit of an inspiring conversation just because I'm thinking about like it doesn't got to be Austin at the end of the day, but like just venturing out and like exploring out to new just parts of the world.
Yeah.
And just getting to experience like different standards of culture, and just feeling like what you can do to bring that shit back. I mean, in my case, bringing it back because like I know that you like Austin may end up becoming a permanent home for you at some point. It might be you, or are you the type that like tries to like think about stuff that far ahead, or do you? I know it's easy to say you live in the moment, but there's also got to be a little bit of like foresight that you're trying to look ahead at least like a 2-year plan or something. How far ahead do you tend to look?
Yeah, I definitely see myself living there for a couple years, But the plan is to not be there forever, Like, I would eventually want to take it to the next level, whatever that would be in the moment, and I'll know when the time comes.
It's a penthouse
Yeah, but
in Calabasas.
But
California, right? Never mind. No, California.
Yeah, so for now, I definitely want to be there a couple years, anywhere from 2 to 5, I'd say, but I definitely want to get things rolling. And if we have an opportunity, I'm definitely going to take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but in the long run, like I said, El Paso will always be my home. And I think, if years pass by and I end up wherever, I do want to like retire in El Paso, and I do want to die in El Paso.
Kind of leading back to using this as an opportunity, as a new chapter in life. Do you feel like there's things that you want to keep consistent, that you said that you want to just kind of like stay the same, you want to keep working on that the way you've been establishing this last year? Are there things that you're kind of happy that like leaving El Paso is a chance for you to kind of let go of some shit?
Yeah,
There's a bit of that.
for sure. I think that there's a lot of things that you can get comfortable with here, and they can make you not want to, put in the work, just because when you know everybody, it's easy for you to be distracted, When you're around everybody that you know all the time, there's always something to do. Somebody's always asking you to do something, and it's hard to say no. You got the FOMO, and it's
I was about to say that.
and it's, I think when it comes to being successful, like you have to learn to sacrifice to be like, you know what, I can't do that today, because I got to do this,
Mm.
And
Are you good at that, or do you struggle? Like, do you end up kind of putting shit off because it's hard for you to say no to that shit?
I think I'm like half and half. Sometimes I'm pretty good. Like if I know it's super important and it's something that I really have to get done, I'm gonna get it done. Like, But if it's something that's like, I don't know.
Save it for tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll do it, next week. I'll do it on my day off. Like, if you got time, you got time, It's just like really what you do with your time. So I think here it was easy for me to get comfortable with a lot of my friends that like to party, a lot of my friends that like to do, just be hooligans and shit,
Yeah.
So
Goon shit?
Yeah, just straight up on some goon shit.
Goblin mode?
Yeah. So, I love everybody that's here. I love my friends and stuff, but it is easy to get caught into like a cycle of, same old shit.
Friday through Sunday?
Yeah.
A lot of weekend shit.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it even bleeds into the weekday.
Yeah, for sure. Especially when I was working at the bar, it would bleed into the weekday because, like, at the bar, I was working all weekend. So I didn't have time to be doing this and that, and then I'd be on bullshit all week, And I think that's another reason why I started to really, like, lock in and just, like, take care of myself physically, because when I was working the bar life, like, I don't know. I felt like I was on a weird sleep schedule, wasn't sleeping good, wasn't eating good, and even though I would sleep when I would get home into the day, I would always just be tired because I would just never have the right kind of like, things that my body would need, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think, yeah, that's what really wanted me to lock in, and it changed, like, the way that I live my life, I guess.
It doesn't help that like an artist sort of lifestyle is already an unpredictable, unstructured sort of schedule as well,
Yeah.
Sometimes you're rehearsing during the day at a decent hour. Other times it's late at night.
Yeah.
So to combine that with a very nightlife sort of occupations, like double fucking whammy on like personal health, I would say, like wellness, and like just being able to put attention to routine.
Yeah.
I see you cooking up.
Oh, yeah.
You always been down to do that shit, or is it like also kind of something that like picked up with the locking in stage? Let's call it that, the lock-in moment.
Yeah, it picked up with the lock-in moment. Like, I would cook every now and then, but I would just be doing like simple like shit all the time, like the same shit, But once I started to lock in, like, yeah, I definitely started to cook a lot more and try different things, Honestly, not everything came out that good, Like, it looks cooler on camera and shit, but sometimes the chicken's a little dry.
But do you see yourself getting better over time?
Oh, yeah.
Like your food just naturally like, oh yeah, it's hitting now, and like you know what you like a little bit better?
Yeah, and I mean, now, see, before it would just like, I'd be cooking for myself, and then like when I got comfortable, I started cooking for other people, and then that's when I was like, all right, I guess it's good, because they were like, they ate it and shit,
Mm-hmm.
But, sometimes when it's you're like, you don't even fucking know, It's like, but I definitely enjoy cooking. Like now that I do it a lot more, and like I honestly like every day, you know what I mean? Like it's dope. I think that it's very therapeutic, you know?
It's like almost an everyday thing for you now.
Yeah, I would say so.
You're not the like meal prep type.
Well, okay, yes. I do meal prep, you know, and I'll make stuff for certain days, but for the most part, yeah, like I'm eating at home.
Saving money.
Yeah, yeah. I guess that's the main thing too, you know? Being wise with, you know,
The dollars.
the dollars.
Man.
Dollar bills. We're not millionaires yet.
Soon.
Soon.
David and I were just talking about how much we'd sell MF for.
Oh yeah.
What would you say? What's the price?
I don't know, man. He said he needed a couple billies.
Oh yeah. See,
Straight
I was
up.
about to say like it's not cheap, you know?
I don't know, man. I was like, I do like 1 mil. I could use that shit right now, straight up.
At least it had a few commas in there.
Yeah, it had to. I told David I wasn't gonna do no 999,000. Nah. But damn. About cooking a little bit more. Not so much about like it specifically, but the idea of when you first started, or when you first kind of picked it up again. It's something that you're starting. You're a beginner at again and shit.
Oh yeah.
Do you fuck with that idea of like always being a beginner at something, trying to always pick up something new?
Yeah. I think that's honestly I never thought of it like that. But because you said it, I'm like, yeah, that honestly, maybe that's why I like it so much, because it's something that I really have to pay attention to.
There's almost a release of pressure because you're like, well, I'm new at it again.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah or nah?
Yeah, for sure. Like it's kind of exciting, you know, especially when you see something like that you'd be like down to make, or it just looks fucking good, you know. Like all on Instagram, I'm scrolling and my explore page is just like, oh, make this fucking burger. It dipped in this, and it just looks fucking good. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah, my algorithm's fucked up, bro. I got a bunch of that shit on my shit.
yeah, dude, my algorithm on Instagram is wild, man. There's like cooking stuff, Kobe Bryant stuff, and just dudes shredding on the guitar. Nice. Oh, and just dudes like fucking lifting dumbbells, deadlifting.
Yeah, I have a lot of workout stuff on my fucking shit, man.
Yeah.
Workout. I don't even know where cooking came from, bro. It just kind of slipped up into my thing. And I think I had an interest in it because of the algorithm. It was crazy. I must have seen like one post, bro.
Yeah.
One post.
You like one post and that's it, bro.
It's done. We're going to make you like this shit.
But no, back to what you said, it really does. It's exciting, you know, being new at something, sucking at something, and getting better at something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think that's the cool part about anything like that you do. Like, I don't think I would ever want to be the best at anything that I do, no matter how good I get, because then
there's no more to learn.
Yeah, what is the bar? Like, what is the goal? What are you trying to do? Like, if you're the best, you're just sitting at the top.
That's what Wemby feels like right now, man.
Hey, but
hey, I feel you.
They're not in the run, bro. Wemby not doing nothing, bro. All right.
My man's heated because I said I put Tim Duncan over Kobe.
Man, that was I almost left the podcast, bro.
Yo, okay, hold on. Let's bring it back to music a bit, like, but also tie it together. If you can, when's the last time you remember feeling like a beginner in something in the music space? Is there a certain instrument you picked up, or is it like trying to learn more about like the production side of things?
Definitely the production side of things for sure. But as far as like not the technical production side of it, definitely singing. Because I was never a singer. Growing up, I was never a singer at all through high school, till I got to college. Even when I was starting college, like, I was not a singer at all. Mm-hmm. I always tried, and I was just never good, you know? But I just practiced and practiced, and I just feel like I got so much better, and I found where I'm comfortable, you know? I found my sweet spot, and I found my voice, and even now, sometimes I'll still feel like a beginner when I'm singing, trying to sing something different, you know, like, obviously the things that I've had interest in as far as music goes has changed over the years, you know, so, like, I've tried singing a lot of different things, you know, so now a lot of the stuff that I like to sing and I like to practice is, you know, a lot of R&B and stuff like that, a lot of pop music too, and I would love to make music like that also, aside from Coco Butter, you know? Like Jay, he's DJing right now, you know? He's doing his thing and he has his own DJ stuff that he's producing, and I think that's dope. He has like his creative outlet outside of our duo, you know what I mean? And if I were to do that, I would want to like straight up be a singer, like straight up be, you know, sing stuff on, you know, I don't know, R&B style beats, Brent Faiyaz type stuff, you know, Lucky Day type stuff, like, you know, Sir, stuff like that, you know. I love, those are like a lot of my favorite artists, you know, Majid Jordan, and I would love to make music like that. And I think it excites me because of what you said, like, being a singer isn't something that I've always been, it's never been my number one instrument, you know what I mean? So working on it is giving me confidence to want to do more with it, you know?
All self-taught, like in a sense. Or did you
Kinda.
ever, like,
When I started college, I did have to take a choir class, and that's kind of where I learned how to control my voice, and I learned like, you know, what certain things meant as far as like being able to find where you fit in to your own body and to your own, like, you know, vocals, you know?
Mhm.
So that kind of helped me like start to practice and figure it out. And then from there, yeah, I would just sing and practice and suck. I had friends that, you know, would help me out, but for the most part, yeah, I guess I just sang and sang and sang until I could. You
Yeah.
know?
Choir also teaches you, I'm sure, like the technical aspects of things too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure. I'm just gonna throw words at you and see if they even hit like falsetto shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
Like did you also like did choir teach you how to be like, am I singing in the right key, shit like that?
no, because I think that I've always been a musician, so I could kind of always
You already knew keys.
yeah differentiate, you know, keys and stuff like that. Because when I was in high school, I was in percussion, so you have to learn xylophone, piano, like marimba and stuff like that. And to me, when you're learning on those, it's the best way to visualize learning music fundamentals and like keys of things, because you can see the patterns all in front of you, like straight, as opposed to the guitar. Everything is laid out flat, and each individual string has its own, you know, way that you start your notes. You know what I mean? Here you're gonna start on E, but this is a B up here. You know what I mean? But you're going down the line on a piano, and it's like straight down the line. You know?
Yeah, super easy.
So do
Yeah.
you think a piano is one of the best instruments to learn first?
I think it's a good instrument to teach people fundamentals and the way that music works, as far as chords and as far as scales and stuff like that. But playing piano in general, I think, is one of the hardest, just because you're separating half of your brain. You know what I mean? You're, as opposed to, say you're playing the drums, right? You're doing, you know, 4 things at once: 2 feet, 2 hands. You're playing the guitar. You're strumming, you're using 4 fingers. The piano, you're using all 10 of your fingers. I think that's so hard.
Aren't you using all 10 for guitar though?
I guess. I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. You know?
I know if I'm right, I'm right. But like, I just want to like,
No,
I want to flesh out the
Because
full
you're
answer.
strumming with one hand.
yeah, I guess you mean if you're doing finger style, right? Like if you're using all your
Yeah,
fingers.
finger
and
picking,
Okay,
then
I
I
guess you're not
guess.
even using your thumb either, because you're probably like that.
Yeah, you're
The
using
thumb is
4.
just hold. I mean, we're not gonna count down to the fingers.
Arguably,
but, like-
I think bass might be more.
But I
fingers
mean,
involved.
to be fair, on the piano you're also using your feet.
Yeah.
Pedal.
To me, I just think if you play the piano, you're one of the most badass people in the fucking world. You know what I mean? Like, I dabble, you know what I mean? Like, I know how it works, and I could, you know, make songs and play some chords, but like for me to be like shredding, like I can't shred on the piano, no doubt. You know what I mean?
Is there anything that you feel also teaches you scales while also being a little bit easier? Like, what about xylophone? Does that teach you the scales like that?
Well, yeah, the xylophone and the piano, they're all shaped exactly the same, you know?
Okay, but I mean, a xylophone, clearly you're only doing.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
is that a little bit of an easier example?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay.
You know? Because you could just doom, 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 doom,
I think I'm gonna learn the xylophone first. I'm gonna learn the xylophone first.
Jay is actually a badass marimba and xylophone player.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he gets down like 4 mallets, like badass and shit.
4 pallets. Dude,
Yeah.
that was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Jay's crazy on percussion, straight up.
Mm.
That fool dirty with it. I seen him hit the xylophone a couple times. I don't know what a marimba is.
The marimba is like a big xylophone. It's
Big
just
one?
deeper.
Okay.
It's like
Like
if
it's got more bassy to it. Like more
yeah,
bassy?
it goes lower. There's some that are like 5 octave marimbas, you know. So if a xylophone is a guitar, then a marimba is a bass. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
But the marimba still goes pretty high.
Um. Percussion in high school. But is that the first instruments you learned, or did you learn guitar first?
I learned guitar first. I picked up the
was
guitar
the
when I
first
was like 9 or 10. Yeah.
And then did bass kind of follow after naturally?
Yeah.
And then you got into percussion and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'd say like, guitar and bass kind of went hand in hand, but guitar was first, and then I started to dabble on the bass or whatever here and there, and then Jay joined the drum line, or he joined percussion like when we were freshmen, and I didn't, and he was like, "Bro, we can be on the drum line, just join." I was like, "All right, I could play the drums," and then I just joined and started playing the drums.
Nick Cannon,
Yep. Oh yeah.
brought it back. Volume 2, we still bring you back. I've dropped the drumline reference in at least like 6 of these things already.
real?
Yeah, I found a way to slip it in there, bro. Every time, man. What'd you do in the drumline then? Snare?
Me and Jay played the tenor drums.
Okay. That's
Jay
just like
played snare his first year, and I played bass my first year, and then after that we played the tenor drums. So it's the one that you got like all 4 of them around you.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Never, no horns ever. You never done no horns.
Never.
I want to pick up a saxophone, bro.
That'd be sexy.
Could I do some Coco Butter sets with
Oh
y'all?
yeah,
Oh, all right, man. I'm gonna pick it up. I already learned it in 5th grade,
yeah,
but I mean, I learned it at an elementary level.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I think if I can do that, then it just feels like there's less notes to work with.
yeah.
There's really, if I remember correctly, there's a lot of different ways to play this shit, but like it's really only like 6 buttons.
Yeah,
Like it's not as complex.
yeah. I think to me the hardest
I
part.
might have dumbed that down though unfairly. Like
Yeah, because me, I really don't know. But to me, I think the hardest part is getting your technique down to blow into any of the instruments.
dude, man, yeah, back then, after like halfway through the school year in 5th grade, like my freaking bottom lip, man, it was like freaking tender, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, man, the reed was fucking my shit up for real.
I feel like even the brass instruments, like it seems tough to like actually get like sound out.
Yeah,
I've never tried it, so
yeah. I mean, I had figured it out, and that's one of my biggest. I don't know. Are you the type? This is a little good segue. Are you the type that lives with like regrets?
yeah.
I mean, maybe not. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about like major. I'm talking about major things. One of the things, like if I could go back in time, I probably I talk about this a lot. I'm like, I guess if I had to change something, I would change something. But I can't help but feel thankful and blessed with where I'm at right now, despite everything that's turned out.
Yeah,
that
'cause-
tells me that means I must have been made for this shit.
Yeah, and I mean, say you one of those regrets that you have, if it would have been different, you might not be the same right now.
It's because one of the things I was gonna say is like one of the things I regret a little bit is not keeping up with saxophone and piano because I learned piano in 7th grade, but I learned it for 1 year, bro, and that's not enough. It's not even like a full 12-month year. I'm talking a school year where like when you first start piano class, you probably don't even touch the shit for like 3 weeks first.
Yeah,
So like it's not even a year, bro. It's like months.
yeah.
And I did that with sax, and I did that with piano. So those are
At
some
school,
of those. Yeah, at school. So I'm over here learning fucking Twinkle Twinkle Little Star shit too.
Yeah.
It's not classical training, which I don't think it really makes a difference. You still learn the fundamentals somehow, but that's for sure one of the biggest regrets. Is like I didn't keep up with music. I feel like it would have made me a better musician today, and it wouldn't. And I do think that it wouldn't have had too much of a change in the course of like.
Where you're at.
Yeah, not too much, but who knows? I might have not gone to UTEP. I
Yeah,
might have gone to like a music school because of it.
yeah. Maybe you didn't like. Maybe you got into, being the guy behind the camera and running the shit because you didn't play music. If you played music, what if it was your
Damn.
career? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
But then again, what if you were the next Stevie Wonder?
I mean, damn, I'd have had to go blind or something. Yeah, man. Butterfly effect thinking it puts you on a little bit of a trip, man. You don't know how to feel about it sometimes because then you're just like, I mean, look at where I'm at right now, and because like any one of those things, like, we keep talking about the thing I would have done differently, but what about the thing that did end up happening? What if it went a different way too? What if something that still like happened in my life in the past that like kind of set me back? what if it still ended up happening, but my bounce back wasn't the same? Instead, it was actually like a complete fucking fall through the crack or something like that.
Yeah, because it was worse.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
So like you can look at butterfly effects in both ways, and you just got to be able to be like, all right, then fuck all that shit. I'm here now. Like I'm in the present now.
Do you think that there's an Evan out there that stayed with piano and sax in a parallel universe?
In a way,
I think for sure.
you,
Yeah.
you believe in the multiverse? Then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess short answer, yeah. And I don't know if it'd be fair to say my long answer would have turned into a no. That wouldn't be fair. So if my short answer is yeah, my long answer would just be yeah, but this and that.
Mm.
I guess yeah. I guess there's a multiverse.
Mm.
I feel like there's too many like deja vu moments,
Yeah.
and then like dreams and like other like just crazy esoteric moments in life that happen. Even like psychedelic sometimes, you know,
Yeah.
like you feel like you see other like parallels.
Yeah.
And I feel like moments in our lives that are as big as like staying with piano and not staying with piano, the bigger the difference of the trajectory, I think the more likely it happened.
Yeah.
Because I think everything is just like quantum randomness
Yeah.
has some order to it. But if you have enough of a change, like the butterfly effect, and it splits out, then it becomes its own parallel. You know, I feel like that's kind of what happened.
Okay. Yes. I understand.
Because there's a lot of people who've had like moments that defined their next 20 years, and it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it is true. I mean, well, that's exactly what Batman says in The Flash.
Oh, true.
He's like, yeah, like, if I were to go back and change everything, I wouldn't be Batman. I wouldn't be the Batman that I am now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Because I feel like you not only are going to change the things you fucked up, but you're also going to change the things you got right.
mm,
And you're just like like throwing everything in a bag and like shuffling it up.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you change all the things that you did wrong and you just become this perfect person, that may maybe not make you as strong as you are now, you know?
You might have like some corporate ass 9 to 5 making good money, but like just chilling there
Yeah, you could just be the most boring ass fucking dude, you know?
with some lame ass broad.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Who gave you the guitar when you were?
Well, my mom first gave me a guitar, but she only got me a guitar because at the time I was living with my grandparents, and my grandpa plays. So he would just be jamming, and I would just be chilling with him all the time, and I just started picking it up. So she saw that I was trying to learn, and he would teach me songs, so she just got me a guitar, and I never put it down, you know?
Are you the musician in the family?
Yeah. Yeah. Other than my grandpa, yeah. But I mean, he just jams, you know, like campfire shit, you know, some
cool.
CCR, some Beatles, you know.
Yeah.
But I got it from him, so I would say us. But other than that, nobody really plays. Like, nobody really sings either, now that I think about it. Even my dad was like, yeah, it skipped me. Like, I don't know what happened. I'm like, well, you didn't pick it up. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. That's crazy. So even like moments like that, like whatever core moment when you were a kid, when you first realized, oh, that's pretty cool what my grandpa's doing, like
Yeah.
something as small as that.
Yeah, you're right. It changed my life forever.
Like,
I think it made me who I am today, you know? Like, I would be completely different, like, because when that happened, you know how I told you earlier, I moved away with my family, right? So when I came back, that's when we lived with them before we got a house. So I was living with them. That's why I was around it so much. That's why I picked it up. Like, imagine if I never came back to El Paso, or imagine we never lived with them. Like, I probably wouldn't have picked it up, you know? Because when I was we lived in Seattle, Washington. Like, I was just playing sports. I was playing baseball. I was playing basketball. I would have probably just done that all through high school, you know? I didn't have anybody to jam with, you know what I mean? So, life would be completely different.
that's wild.
But maybe that guy's out there, you know?
Yeah, huh? He's like some MLB player or
Some
something.
douche, you know?
Oh shit.
He's just breaking ankles. You breaking your friend's ankle was just like a slip up in
The
the
multiverse.
Yeah,
multiverse.
it threw me into the other guys.
It was a merge.
It's hilarious.
It was a merge. Yeah, man. It's crazy to think about stuff like that, but all you could do is just really appreciate where you are in the moment. Because then, I mean, at the end of the day, like, you're making the right moves right now anyway.
Yeah.
So like, there can't be too much looking back. And I try to remind myself of that too, honestly, because sometimes you get caught up in reminiscing too much.
Yeah.
And reminiscing, I don't think I'm putting a good or bad context on that or connotation on that. It's just reminisce. You're looking back,
Yeah.
and I feel like there's moments for that, but I think sometimes we get too caught up in that shit, and we forget to be like, oh, this is where I'm at right now. Like this is what I need to be doing right now, or even looking forward. Sometimes I feel like we need, as humans, we should lean towards being in the present and in the future.
Yeah.
It
Well,
shouldn't
yeah,
be
that's
as
what
much
separates
like,
us, no? Like we can plan, and like
yeah,
animals can't.
but no, yeah, but I mean that's
Mm.
also what separates somebody from progressing in life versus somebody who kind of just stays stuck in the like. And we're all humans, so that humans are capable of just kind of like staying stuck in their past too,
Yeah.
And so, man, it's really cool that like this is like a new chapter. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's not just the next album of Coco Butter, or it's not just the next you know, single or the next show. It's like the next like chapter of like Benny's life too.
Yeah.
Jay's kind of already settled in for about a year, but like for you guys, it's for you, for your lady, it's a whole new chapter for you too.
Yeah.
But then it's like it's bigger than just a new album or a new single or the next wave. It's like it's really just a whole new like approach and whole
Yeah.
new, like, and who knows, we keep talking about this butterfly effect stuff right now. I'm like, who knows what this move is gonna lead to. It's like
I think the influence that it'll have on us creatively is going to be great because it's going to be a change of pace, change of environment. So who knows? We might sound different, Like, I can't tell you right now, like, based off of what we're doing.
just make a rap album.
Don't tempt me, dog.
It's
Nah,
on.
honestly, I think that I could write raps, but I just don't know if I have the voice for rap.
What is it that you had told me that one time? You said that you wanted to write it but have somebody else like perform it.
Yeah, because I just don't think that like I have the voice to rap. Like I don't know, I don't know what voice to put on or how to sound. Like I want to be hard.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just don't think I sound hard. Like I can sing like Justin Bieber. Like that guy don't rap.
What about some like Frank Ocean?
Oh yeah. See, I guess I could. Because I do like to sing Frank Ocean stuff. So yeah, I guess I could. Yeah.
You sing Frank Ocean, someone with Earl Sweatshirt. Too many bottles.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's a mix of rapping and like singing.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
you should try to hit that one.
Yeah, that is a good one. Maybe I'll karaoke that one next
Let's
time.
go,
You know what I
let's go,
mean?
man. Let's go.
Yeah. I got to add it to the list. I got my karaoke list going, dog.
Hell yeah. How
You
many
be hitting them
songs?
karaoke's,
Huh?
bro.
How many songs?
I don't know, man. There's quite a few. But my go-tos, like, for karaoke, I like to do The Weeknd a lot. I do, Heartless. You guys know that jam?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like to do Heartless. I like to do Redbone by Childish Gambino.
It's a good one.
And if me and Jay are singing, doing karaoke together, we'll do some Silk Sonic, Leave the Door Open. Those are the go-tos right there.
Clutch.
Mm.
So you got like 20, like on deck, 20 songs?
I think so. Yeah, about 20 songs. But I'm always trying to add ones because I feel like I do the same shit all the time,
Mm.
But sometimes I'm just like, I read the room, who's here.
Yeah, true.
If it's an older crowd, I'll stick to the classic rock. Like if it's classic rock, I'll do Queen or the Eagles,
Yeah.
Mm.
So
That's cool that you'll still try to read a crowd even if it's for karaoke.
yeah, I still like to think that I'm, performing,
I mean, you are.
Gotta, make it. I don't want to be the guy in the room where people are there having a good time drinking and they're like, oh, this fucking guy,
Put on
singing the
Evanescence.
snoozer and shit, like,
This
yeah.
snoozer.
I gotta keep it hype,
Match
Yeah.
the energy.
Yeah. Because I've been there, you know what I mean? Like, I love watching people do karaoke no matter what. Like, even if they're not even a singer, they're just up there having fun, but they're entertaining everybody. Like, yeah, fuck yeah,
Mm.
But then if you're going to put on, like, fucking, I don't know, dude. Like how you said, fucking Evanescence, the slowest fucking song in the world,
Yeah.
Everyone was just vibing to fucking, like, something else right now.
Man.
They were just singing Bohemian Rhapsody, and you're going to pull this bullshit.
This guy just knocked out Roses by Outkast. What you doing?
Exactly,
Yeah.
dude. Fuck.
What when you get out to Austin, are you gonna try to find some dope karaoke places?
That's what me and my girl were talking about. We're like, dang, where are we going to go do karaoke, But I'm sure there's some dope places.
Are you
do some karaoke?
trying to do karaoke in front of a crowd?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Because there's the Highball,
Highball.
and they have private karaoke rooms, but it's pretty dope.
Damn,
Like,
like you rent it out?
Your homies, yeah.
That's
yeah.
chill.
But it's not in front of a crowd. Obviously, it's not in front of a crowd.
It's just like your homies and
Yeah,
shit.
inside of a
Damn, all right. Well, I know what we're gonna do for somebody's birthday. That's for sure.
Yeah, the Highball. Check it
Getting
out.
down, for sure.
Damn. Damn, bro. What's your next week gonna feel like? Just
Well, damn. I mean, I feel like
do you have like a farewell tour lined up or what?
my birthday is actually on
Kobe?
Friday, bro.
Oh, damn. Happy
Yeah.
early birthday.
Thank you. So
True.
Saturday, I want to have a cookout at the crib. You guys are more than welcome to come.
What day are you leaving? What day are you
Next Thursday.
Is it a multi-day thing?
What do you mean?
No, you gotta take everything, right?
Yeah.
It's
Oh yeah, I gotta
not
take
that type of
everything.
thing that you're just going
Yeah.
back and forth. U-Haul.
Yeah.
Okay. Saturday.
Yeah. So Saturday, I don't want to call it a birthday thing, like, cause I don't want to be over here celebrating my birthday. Like, if it's like like this is more like a going away party.
Nice.
To say goodbye to like my close friends and stuff like that. So like I don't want to say like I don't want a fucking cake. I don't want it to be happy birthday me. This is just like say bye to the homies, cook some food, smoke some herbs, and just like chill. So, but yeah.
So you got stems, bro. Don't worry, we'll meet my mic.
And then obviously, the weekend I'm gonna see my family. Probably Easter Sunday. I'll see my family, say my goodbyes. But
Is that this weekend?
yeah, on Sunday.
Are you leaving like on the eclipse? When is the eclipse?
I don't even know. Honestly,
That'd be wild if you're just driving and like.
Damn, that'd be chill.
You
But
drive
that's
right through the
little,
eclipse?
that'd be chill. But wait, is it gonna be facing me?
Yeah, if you're driving to Austin,
Oh yes.
you'll
Yeah,
you'll
it
hit
will be.
Yeah,
Well, is it on Thursday?
it's coming up. I don't know if it's on Thursday, but it's like sometime in the next week.
True.
I'm not gonna lie, man. We get a few of them things. I'm not really.
Tripping. I always miss
The
it.
thing about it, I'm like, we get a few of them things.
Well, the last one we got was in wasn't it last year too?
See, it
I
feels like
think-
that.
It was last year.
Yeah, right.
And it honestly might have even been the beginning of this year.
Oh
Who
shit.
knows, man? I'm not one to keep up with them, and that's crazy. I'm a wolf, bro. I don't even know.
I know what the fuck.
I don't even know how I don't keep up with my lunar
I think
eclipses.
that's when your beard got fucking gnarly, bro. That last year.
Shit,
Lunar
bro.
eclipse.
That's what we do. We just transform.
Yeah, like I shared that video of your midnight today, and when I saw, I was like, "Damn, bro! I forgot that your beard was that short at that time."
Yeah, man. I mean, it's. Nah, I don't even remember when I last cut it. Probably like end of 2022.
Yeah,
Yeah, since I just been letting it grow, man. I just been locked in with you, bro.
yeah. The Wemby.
Straight up, yeah. I just feel like I get motivated by a lot of people, man. A lot of people that I'm around who are. I feel like a lot of us are simultaneously trying to like better ourselves. To be honest, there's a few people that I feel like I can't really see too much of that in, and naturally I feel like I just don't really like associate too much. But for the most part, for people that I feel like are locked in, and it's a funny word to say, but like it's a thing that's been getting like thrown around a lot, like that phrase of just locking in. It's like the new thing to like do now, and it's funny. Like I love that it's getting glorified, but at the same time, I'm like, realistically speaking, when I see you, working out more, cooking, when I see a few of our other guests, just having like clean routines to their life, I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, all right, yeah, like this is the wave, like this is what we're all on, like okay, like this is easy, this is doable.
Yeah.
When you see a lot of your peers doing it, it becomes a lot easier to do.
Yeah,
So
yeah, and like it inspires you. Like I'm always inspired by.
there's a
my
certain accountability that it adds in. Like fuck, man, these boys are doing it.
Yeah,
Like I don't want to be that bum that fades off in the distance. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I don't want to be that dude that just fades off and doesn't continue with the passion, with the vision.
Yeah. With whatever it is that you're doing.
I want to see what I love all the way through. Like I want to see it all the way through.
Yeah,
And if they're doing it, then that means like it's possible. Like there's a routine.
yeah,
And if I don't understand it, then help and guidance is like literally right here, right? Like I can like it's not some fucking far away thing that I can't
Yeah.
I gotta hope I get a response from this big freaking celebrity figure. Like, nah, like there's people around me that are fucking doing this shit.
Yeah.
So if I need help, like it's right there.
And then eventually it'll climb to that point, you know what I mean? You know who a local artist here who inspires me a lot with a lot of shit that they do? Lavelle.
Oh yeah.
Oh, true.
Yeah, like I'm always messaging him like all the time. Like he's always working out and shit, like just looking fucking jacked. You know?
Jim Jones.
And I'm just like I tell him like, bro, you inspire me. Like I hit a workout and I message him like, yo, it was you made me do this today and shit, you know.
On
But
God,
but
I think I gave him Jim Jones.
yeah. Oh, for real?
I think I gave him that Jim Jones.
I told him I told him next year I'm gonna be Jimmy Coco instead of Benny
Jimmy
Coco. But yeah, cause he does that, bro. He's still working on his music and he's doing his art. But he also has kids and a family, bro. Like, and he's locked in. You know what I mean? Like that dude is just a badass fucking guy. You know what I mean?
He's giving us a little bit of an insight on like what his day looks like waking up in the morning and
Oh,
everything.
yeah,
and
it's
I'm
rough.
like, shit, bro. The fact that you like get it done all the time is impressive, man.
Yeah,
and then
it
he
really
still
is.
like coaches his son's team.
Yeah, like he still has
Yeah.
time to like literally, you know.
He's keeping up with his daughter in her track and her track and field, and he's
He's involved in all aspects of like his family and his own personal life. Like he takes care of it, dude. And like
Yeah.
he's a dope dude. Like I don't know him very well personally. I've met him a few times that we've talked and stuff.
yeah.
But it's mostly like through, you know, messaging where I'm telling him like, you know, like he inspires me and shit.
Yeah. It's important to go ahead and like have those talks. I feel like I've been good at that, a little bit better at that too. Showing love to other people when they're on some dope shit.
Yeah.
I've been a little bit better. I could be way better, but I've been on the right path.
Yeah.
And it's like stuff like that is cool. Cause when you do end up telling, like it always ends up turning into like a little cool interaction too, you know? So
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, it reinforces, okay, like that felt good. I'll keep showing love. I'm always too reclusive and shit. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So,
Yeah, for sure. I've definitely been in that vibe, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Mysterious and shit.
Yeah, you're like too cool to be all social and shit. You know what I mean? I don't know if I word it like that. That's just like a blanket way of saying it. But like sometimes I just feel like I've been saying it a couple times, and I think it's cool that it carries over to episodes, but also carries over through my conversations. But like a little chip on the shoulder, a little bit too much.
Yeah.
And so that's been one of those things where like
You feel like you've gotten better at.
yeah, and it's people that like it's moments like that, seeing like my peers and shit just doing some shit that like is objectively good. Like you can't hate on that.
You can't deny it. Like you can't
So
deny
I
it.
can't deny that shit. It's work right there. Like,
Yeah.
the fuck? Like what am I'm just being a hater at that point. Or
Yeah,
I'm
it'd be
just-
different if it was fate, you know?
Yeah.
But that's real shit, you know?
Yeah. So that's one of those things that I feel like as an artist I've had to improve on the most. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like art's like a big community thing, man.
Yeah. And it's hard to not have an ego. Like you're gonna have an ego no matter what. Like no matter what kind of art you are, what kind of artist you are, like it's hard not to have an ego. It just really is like, are you gonna let it run your life and be your personality, or are you gonna, you know, be humble and shit, you know?
Yeah.
And it just, you know, I'm not gonna lie. There have been times where I have like, you know, an ego and stuff like that, where it's like, nah, fuck this guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think growing as an artist, like that comes with it, you know, and becoming more mature, you know.
What thoughts in your head are kind of floating around when you're thinking about like, because there's been times, bro, where I feel like sometimes I'm creating just to like prove somebody else wrong, and I'm like, I'm doing this for the wrong reason. So like, do you ever have those moments? And if you do, what helps bring you back to like, no, I'm creating this for myself.
I have had those moments before, but I think what kind of keeps me feeling like now, like this is for me, is just like, I don't think me and Jay make any kind of music that really sounds like anything that goes on here in El Paso to begin with. You know what I mean? So I think that we're very unique in a way that we're not trying to please anybody. We're not trying to please what's popular here. I know that we have haters, you know. I know that we have haters. People that I went to school with, I know that they've talked shit about me that I thought were homies that were like, you're going to go to their fucking show? Like, fuck these guys. These guys are fucking sellouts and this and that. Like, straight up, bro. And I'm like, all right, you know, like, I'm not doing it for anybody. I'm not trying to make the same kind of music everyone's making or do this and that. So I think that the fact that we play the genre that we play has kind of kept me feeling like this is for me, you know, because this is what I like. And I know that it's not very popular here in El Paso. And I know that it could be kind of poppy and mainstream and you know, oh, we're sellouts because we play and we dress like we're all, you know, fucking swagged out and shit. But like, that's what we like, bro. You know, we like to look cool and flashy, and we like to sing like the Bee Gees. You know.
Yeah.
So I think that's what keeps me just like, nah, man. Like this is me. This is my shit. Like I'm not gonna try and do it for anybody else.
And it'd be unrealistic to be looking left and right to see what other people are doing and thinking like, oh shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I feel like if I did try and do that, and I did actually start, I just think that it wouldn't be me. You know, I wouldn't be comfortable. You know. And I don't get me wrong, I love all kinds of music. I love all kinds of genres. I play all kinds of things, you know. But right now, like I said, I do want to sing other kinds of stuff that's for me. But I wouldn't want to play something just because like someone's like, oh, you know, join my band. We're doing this. Like, nah, I kind of want to be like where I'm the one creating what's going on. You know what I mean? And I think that sometimes that might come off as like, he thinks he's like, he doesn't like to jam with, other
It's too good
bands.
to
Yeah,
collaborate.
exactly. But it's not like that at all. It's just like, I want to be having fun and passionate about the things that I'm also doing too. So I don't want to just jump into any kind of genre or band that I'm not even, super, committed to or familiar with, you know what I mean? Like if
Yeah.
someone were to ask me to be in a reggae band, I do like reggae, I think it's dope. I just don't know if I would commit to being in a reggae band because I just don't play reggae, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like with you, I love hip hop. I love hip hop, and I think that you're a dope artist. So when you ask me to come jam with you, I'm down to jam because one, I'm having a good time because I know the chemistry's there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Bowls.
but like I
That's a good.
yeah. So I like to commit to certain things. So if someone were to say that, oh, I don't like to work with other people, it's a fucking lie. There's video proof that I've worked with other people before. I'm just very picky.
You just
Yeah.
know what you like.
Yeah, I'm very picky, and I could see how it could come off sometimes,
But I think every artist reserves that right to be picky with how they do things. Because like, what happens if you step out of your comfort zone and you just didn't like the way it comes out? The next time around that opportunity comes, you're gonna be a little bit more hesitant.
Exactly.
Because you're gonna be like, I kind of like to just stick to what I like,
Yeah, and what you're comfortable with, what you know. I'm not saying don't grow and go outside the box,
Yeah.
but do it, with your, like, say you're gonna do that as an artist, you know what I mean? Like, I think that it's better for you to take that step than like with yourself as opposed to you being uncomfortable trying to do it for somebody else at some point. You know what I mean?
Like trying to fit in
Yeah,
as opposed to you taking a step.
exactly. Like you're just doing it to do it, like, And I get it. Sometimes as a musician, it's hard to make a fucking paycheck. You want to make a paycheck, you go jam. Like, that's cool, I like to go, play cover shows and, I get hired to do like graduations, baby showers, like parties like that. Like I play by myself and do stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think I wouldn't want to do anything to just fit in.
Yeah, I feel you. I get that from you guys all the time, man. I've always appreciated the fact that Coco Butter has always been a very like specific. It's always had a specific direction to it, and everything you guys do always feels like it's in your own lane. Because even when you guys went ahead and were with Gold, like the Gold Butter project, like it like fit what Coco Butter was doing
Yeah.
already, and that's why I feel like it worked so well because it was within Coco Butter's brand as it was.
Yeah,
It didn't feel like something you guys try to force on people. It didn't feel like some weird thing,
yeah,
which is
And-
okay sometimes. It doesn't, but that's like one of those really hit or miss things when like an artist steps too far out of their comfort zone.
exactly.
And I don't want to turn this conversation into like don't artists need to stick to what they know and shit. I don't want it to ever sound like that. I'm not trying to say that, but what I'm trying to say is
There's a proper way.
there's a proper way and there's a respect to you guys.
Respecting ourselves, respecting our sound.
Yeah, and having like a direction, a sense of direction. Because I think there's room for when you steer off direction, but I think for the most part, as a brand, as an entity that you're trying to really grow and take serious, there's got to be like an expectation that you're also like fitting.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's why I said I don't want to say that, because if an artist is feeling like they're just blocked by the thing that they've been bounded by, the thing that they've known their whole time, then I think that's an opportunity for you to step out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
It's a tricky subject, man. It's not formulaic. Art's a tricky thing to like move around as an artist. And I think that's why it's really hard for people to break through and
Yeah.
become successful at it.
Because, I mean, that's the reason why we worked with Goldblum, because we knew that he knows what our vibe is. He's one of our friends.
Yeah.
So he knows what we're going for. And he can blend well with us. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's why we did it. But like how you said, it is important for artists to venture out when it's getting when they plateau. You know what I mean? There's some artists, big artists, that they put out an album, they put out 2 albums, and after that, it's all the same shit. You don't want to hear it anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is going to be like an unpopular opinion, but that's how I feel about the Strokes, bro. I think that the Strokes are cool. You know, they have some good songs. When it comes on, I'll hear them. But sometimes I'm like, man, like, these fucking guys, you know, like, I don't know. I think that they're just like, they just sound the fucking same all the time, you know?
Yeah. I
So-
feel that way. Nah, I feel that way about
Yeah, I agree. I think they do sound the same.
Yeah, like, and then, but the people that love the Strokes, you know, what? Oh, fuck, you know? It's like, oh, my bad, bro. You know?
fucking dare you.
Yeah.
They're wearing their Strokes tee.
And what turned me off more about it, too, is I hear a lot of stories about Julian Casablancas and, like, how he's a fucking asshole when he plays live, and he's always all drunk and
He
shit,
is.
you know?
I saw him live
Yeah, see?
in Mexico, 2018.
Yeah.
It was Corona Capital, and yeah, his show was trash.
Yeah, and, like,
Weezer did a much better job.
I hear he gets so fucked up that he can't even, like, play the songs.
Yeah.
He forgets shit, you know?
And you can tell he doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, I can read your energy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and see, like, that's what I don't like about some artists, where it's like, you get to a point and you just want to live the rock star lifestyle without fucking doing the work, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I get it. He goes to the studio and he uses his voice, but the Strokes is not Julian Casablancas. Like, those dudes make badass music together. It's the chemistry, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, that's why they are the Strokes, you know? But, like, yeah, like, for him, your job is to be an artist, to get paid to go tour and play a show for a couple hours a night. The rest of the time,
entertain, bro.
yeah, you have all your other time to do whatever the fuck you want to do. And you're going to be fucking up for the 2 hours that you're supposed to be on stage. Like, come on. I think that's some bullshit, you know? Like, when you're an artist of that caliber and you're expected that, you know, from people that are paying you, you know what I mean?
Sound like Kobe, bro.
The kids came to see me.
Yeah, I feel like the intent is different. Like his
Yeah.
intent is to get the paycheck,
Yeah.
whereas when he first started, it was to entertain and like put out some dope ass
Yeah,
music.
put out art, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, like, yeah, their albums sound great, you know? And what's his name? Albert, right? The guitar player? He's dope, man. Like, he writes badass riffs and badass shit, you know? But I think Julian kills the vibe for me, you know?
Yeah, same.
So if Julian, you ever see this shit, fuck you. Nah, just kidding. Nah, just cut that.
Just in case.
Oh, it's important though, man. This is a really good conversation just about like ego and the artist and like just overall ego.
And if I ever get like that, bro, I want you to tell me, both of you guys, hear me today. On this fucking couch, hear me complaining about Julian. You let me know if I become Julian.
I want to bring out the slow. Like, listen, real quick. Hit this real quick as a white flag of truth, and then we're gonna sit down and talk. We might stand up and talk the whole time. Nah, but man, Benny, dude, I mean, this isn't no goodbye, bro. But this is also like just a good time to like sit down, catch up with you before you head out to your next journey, man.
Yeah.
Super excited for you, bro. You and Jay, man, because like I feel as if you guys do have a very unique sound here, and it's just been like itching to just boom, just bust out of the box real quick, you know. So I'm really
Yeah.
excited to see what Austin can do for you guys. I'm really excited to see what opportunity you guys have, and it's cool to like learn a little bit about your thought process going into this move, going into this new chapter. Because for some people it could be scary, for other people it could be real casual. I think you lean more towards the casual side,
Definitely.
but
Yeah.
I do think that you are like that doesn't mean you're not excited about the new opportunities that's gonna come through.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm more than excited, man. I just think that I'm not nervous and I'm very casual about it because I think it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
So now at this point, I'm just anxious, bro. Like,
It feels more like fulfillment.
yeah. But now, like, I gotta work all fucking week, you know?
Yeah.
And then I gotta fucking pack and get ready. It just feels like forever, you know? Like, I would, if I could be there tomorrow, I would,
Yeah.
you know?
You'll be excited when you're doing all that shit. So you'll be a little antsy, man, but it's gonna be like all on the right energy.
Yeah.
It's good to also, dude. Honestly, we've had a lot of talks, bro. Like this isn't like the third time we meet. Like you and I are really good friends, man.
Yeah.
And I feel like I still got a chance to break through some different layers with you today. I feel like I understand you a little bit more now.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what's cool, man. I really appreciate that. Like on God, like I really do appreciate being able to learn more about you on like on an ideal level, like the ideas, the way you perceive music, the way you perceive opportunities, the way you perceive challenges,
Yeah.
and it's really cool learning that about you, man. I respect you a lot, but I'll be honest, there's a level of respect that has jumped up because of the conversation. I feel like I had an opportunity to ask you questions that I wouldn't really ask you in a traditional setting that we're in.
Yeah.
You know, we're usually kicking back and shit's a little bit more lax, and here we had a little bit more of a focus, and it was cool to hear you in a different light, man.
Appreciate that, man.
Straight up, man. And again, like I said, man, I know that there's a lot of opportunity, but I want to personally wish you the best in Austin.
Thank you, bro.
Like the next time we see each other, I'll be in Austin to see you, man.
Hell yeah.
I'll make the trip to go see you. You've been in El Paso long enough. We've been in El Paso long enough.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go get my ass out there to you, bro.
Come to a show, bro.
Yes, sir. Got to, man. From what I can tell, from what I can see, and from what I can expect, there's gonna be a lot of opportunities. So I'm gonna have plenty of chances to go out and see you, man. And I'm gonna try to make the most out of them. And I'm gonna try to make sure that I never miss one of the biggest ones, bro.
Dude.
Because Coco Butter's on the way, straight up. You guys have a very mature sound. I love where it's going. I'm excited to see where it's going because every time that you guys have released something, I'm always interested in what's next and what's coming up because I feel like it's always been a positive trajectory every time. I'm really excited to see where you guys' sound goes. For
Thank
real,
you, man. I appreciate you.
Good luck out there, Benny.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fun.
Before we close out the show, man, where would you want people to go ahead and find you guys at? Find you at, if anything? What would you want to plug today?
So you can find us wherever you stream music, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, under Coco Butter. Social media, we're under Coco Butter Music, Facebook, Twitter. You could find us there. My Instagram, Benny Coco. You could find me there. You could find Jay through Coco Butter as well, Jay Butter. Yeah, all our links are there. Listen to our music. We have our music videos up. We have collabs with our good friend, Goldblum. Shout out Goldblum. He's one of the best here in El Paso. Oh, he's actually in Austin now too. So
Damn.
super dope. We're gonna be kicking it a lot more again.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, man. So hit us up. You guys need anything as far as disco goes? Your boys got you.
Get funky,
Yeah.
man. Get down and start dancing, motherfuckers.
Honestly, I wish I could dance, bro, but I'm not much of a dancer. But if I could move like Chris Brown, be over for everybody, dog.
Okay, one last question before we close this out. Would you rather have the gift to dance or have the talent to get people to dance?
That was a big
Cuts to credits.
Find out. Find out.
Find out next time. No, I think to get people to dance, because I guess that's what I'm doing now. It's dope. But yeah, I guess to get
Maybe for one day you traded just
for
to
one day,
fucking
like
some
Lil
Chris
Dicky.
Brown, bro.
Like
Yeah,
Lil
yeah.
Dicky, I'll be Chris Brown for a day. Wake up in his body and shit.
Hell yeah,
Sick.
bro. One more thank you, Benny. Straight up, man.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
for
Let's
making
see
the
if we can
time.
do that one more time with the outro. Yeah. Volume 3, I guess we'll put the barks in or something,
Yeah.
man. We were supposed to have some barks, bro, by now. We keep fucking up, man. I never
Sample
uploaded.
J, bro. Sample J.
Yeah, we'll have to get him.
True.
We'll have to get him sending some waves.
Yeah.
But yo, man, you know what it is over here at live at MFHQ. That's what we do over here. Legends in the building, dog. Make sure you guys show love. Subscribe to the channel, YouTube. If you guys are hearing us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, make sure you guys rate the show. Make sure you guys share it. Make sure you guys follow it. Whatever you can do to show some love on it. And of course, man, find us on IG. Like I said, we're always trying to grow in other areas, so just give us time. But at the moment, Instagram at MFPearl. One more time, because I know this is going to come out soon after the live show. Thank you to everybody who showed up to Against the Grain. We hope you guys had a good time. Speaking in the future, bro. Parallel universes. Multiverse, baby. There is a motherfucking version where this show popped off, and it's this motherfucking version, dog. Straight up. But thank you guys for the love. Thank you guys for the support, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday at live at MFHQ. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.